Hey folks, this is Rhykker, and I've traveled all the way across the pond to Cologne, Germany for Gamescom 2023. We just had Opening Night Live, a 2-hour opening ceremony to kick off the world's biggest video game convention, and it was filled with tons of trailers for various titles, and even included a surprise announcement of Diablo 4 Season 2. So, in this video, we're going to condense Opening Night Live into a 10-minute recap. That's just an estimate. I don't know how long this video is going to be. The first game to kick off the convention was Starfield, which is entering early access on September 1st. And then very early on in the show, we had some idiot come on stage and try to spout some nonsense that I'm not even going to give a platform to. It seems like the Bill Clinton kid from the Game Awards show has really emboldened more fools to bum rush the stage now, which really calls into question the security of these events. Now, Jeff handled it with absolute grace. He immediately began to move away from the guy and keep the show running as smoothly as possible, but you can tell he was not happy. Thankfully, though, that was the only incident before we got to move on with the show and the plenty of trailers. We got the global reveal of the third installment of Little Nightmares, this one being a 2-player game, which can be played either single-player or with online co-op coming in 2024. We got a new gameplay trailer for Black Myth Wukong, which is basically Chinese mythos Elden Ring, featuring really cool characters like this headless musician. You know what? Headless doesn't even do it justice. This decapitated musician. We got the reveal of Killing Floor 3. No release date available. We got the release today of Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition, which is now available on Xbox and includes new automation tools. Then Zack Snyder came on stage to talk about his new film coming to Netflix, Rebel Moon. And I really like Zack Snyder as a filmmaker, but I gotta say, it was a little cringy. It felt like he hadn't rehearsed, or maybe he just blanked. It was just a bit of an uncomfortable presentation, and I think Jeff tried to come in to save him. But Rebel Moon, 2-part film series, one releasing December 22nd, second part releasing in 2024. It's featuring the voice of Anthony Hopkins portraying some robot. It's starring Sofia Boutella, and Snyder also revealed that they're working on a video game to go along with a film in which you get to pick a rebel, go on missions. It'll be 1- or 2-player co-op. It appears to be this really inventive science fantasy world. But man, what is it with filmmakers and wanting to have scenes in which people go out and touch the wheat? Then we got new gameplay footage for Crimson Desert. This game was originally planned as a prequel to Black Desert Online, but it's really evolved into its own thing. And man, every time I thought I understood what this game is, another 10 seconds would go by, and we get some new gameplay feature. To the point that I feel like they just loaded literally every gameplay feature from every game ever into this game. There's fishing, there's hot air balloon rides, there's sci-fi portals, there's Assassin's Creed climbing up walls into windows, there's like Grand Theft Auto medieval style, kicking people out of carts and hijacking their wagon. You can hold a cat. It seems like the kind of game that you're bound to find something in there that you're gonna like. We got a world premiere for Payday 3 releasing September 21st. We got some new gameplay footage for Assassin's Creed Mirage coming October 5th. Again, this is a return to classic Assassin's Creed. We're back to the Middle East, back to ancient Baghdad, and we found out that it features full Arabic voice acting. We got a new trailer for Tekken 8 showcasing an entirely new gameplay mode. It's going to be a new sort of single-player story mode. Tekken 8 will have 32 unique fighters, and something I found intriguing, it'll have AI-infused learning aspects. So I wonder if that means that the AI will start as something of a blank slate, or maybe some pre-programmed behavior, but then as it sees your behavior, it's going to learn to counter whatever you're throwing at it. So the same cheap moves might not keep working. Tekken 8 releasing January 26th. Then we got like 10 minutes of footage for upcoming Modern Warfare 3. I'm not going to showcase any of that, because the last time I showed any Call of Duty footage, I got a copyright claim. So just imagine a bunch of dudes shooting guns, because that's what it always is anyway. The game's gonna have 60 multiplayer maps, all coming back from Modern Warfare 2. And for the first time in a Modern Warfare game, there's going to be a zombies mode. Normally that's Black Ops, right? It's going to be their biggest zombies mode ever. Also, this is the first time that the campaign in the game will be a direct sequel. It's going to be a sequel to Modern Warfare 2. There also seems to be a bigger focus on allowing players to play however they want, so they can engage in a mission either super stealthy or full-on loud. This open-world survival crafting game that takes place in the Feywild is probably the most intriguing survival game I've ever seen. I really like this unique setting. And this one goes into early access February 22nd. Then we got a new story trailer for Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. That's coming February 1st. We got a launch story trailer for Immortals of Avium. This game is available right now. We got a new trailer for Zenless Zone Zero. That's an urban fantasy Hoyoverse game. And speaking of the Hoyoverse, we also got an update for Honkai Star Rail, an update on the PS5 release, with a technical test coming on August 25th. We got more gameplay footage for Lords of the Fallen, aka Elden Ring with a cool two-world mechanic. This game releases October 13th. We got more footage for Sonic Superstars, which will be a full 4-player co-op game with I think even some PvP elements. That's coming October 17th. We got a story trailer for the first Descendant. That's a looter shooter with its beta starting September 19th, running through the 25th. This game looks real inviting for Destiny fans. We got another showcase for Under the Waves, releasing August 29th. Then we had a trailer for Fort Solace, which released today on Steam, and it's getting terrible reviews. Goodness gracious. It's got some real quality voice actors, too. I mean, Troy Baker stars in it, for goodness sake. It seems to just be a super narrative-heavy game, and I guess people don't want that. Then we got a new gameplay trailer for Expeditions, a Mudrunner game, which seems to be Death Stranding for cars. That's coming 2024. We got a new trailer for The Crew Motorfest, releasing September 14th. Some new footage for Cyberpunk's upcoming expansion, Phantom Liberty, releasing September 26th. All the new combat mechanics are looking absolutely fantastic. We got a few more details for Stormgate, the upcoming sci-fantasy RTS that is basically the spiritual successor to StarCraft 2. It's got some real RTS talent behind it. Then Last Epoch's Judd Cobbler took to the stage, where he spoke about the upcoming ARPG, because as of September 7th, the Rune Master is going to be available for everyone to play. But if you happen to be at Gamescom, you can actually try out the Rune Master ahead of time. Come by the Last Epoch booth. I'll be there every day at Gamescom. Try out the Rune Master. He's got some really cool mechanics. They're called invocations. He's got 40 of these. And these are unique abilities that you can deploy under certain circumstances, giving you tons of options to play with. Then we found out that Marvel Snap is now available on Steam, completely rebuilt for PC. We got new gameplay footage for Armored Core 6. That's releasing again August 25th. Warhaven is coming to Steam Early Access September 21st. We got a new trailer for Mortal Kombat 1. That one's releasing September 19th. We got a new gameplay trailer for Ara History Untold coming 2024. And then we got the reveal of Diablo 4 Season 2. I was really surprised by this. I did not expect news on Season 2 to release so soon. It's the Season of Blood and seems to be vampire-themed or fighting vampire-themed. You get to actually become a Daywalker and wield vampiric powers, so there sort of is that Diablo Immortal Blood Knight tie-in. And I don't know if I'm interpreting this correctly, but it seems as though the story of Season 1 kind of continues. The malignancy was defeated, but something of it festered and led to this new rising threat. Season of Blood begins October 17th. You're going to have a seasoned vampire hunter as a companion, and more details can be found on the Blizzard website. We're going to be getting 5 endgame bosses, new and returning foes. So I guess some will be fully new like this guy we're seeing here. Some might be bosses we've seen before. Then there's this note here, better target farming of uniques and uber uniques. So those incredibly rare items that are a once-in-a-lifetime drop for people, well, apparently there'll be some ways for us to be able to increase our odds there. And it seems as though Renown is something you'll never have to grind again. Rewards will carry over when completed on any prior character beyond Altars of Lilith and map discovery. That includes potion charges, skill points, obol cap upgrades, and paragon points. Folks, you have spoken loud and clear, and the devs have listened. We're also getting some quality of life updates like more efficient inventory management for gems. Also, we're getting changes to the functionality of status effects like vulnerable, overpower, crit strike damage, and resistances. That's coming Season 2. These could possibly change the game in an enormous way. Also, we're going to be able to search and filter our stash, thank goodness. And Rod Ferguson also dropped that there are 12 million people who have played Diablo 4, therefore the game has sold 12 million copies thus far. Then we got a trailer for Dustborn. This is releasing early at 2024. We got a goofy trailer for Thank Goodness You're Here. That's also coming 2024. And the show ended with a new trailer for Alan Wake 2. Not showing any of that because I'm told to be careful about posting any Alan Wake footage. But that game releases October 27th, and the new trailer, looked pretty damn interesting. And that's going to wrap up this video, folks. I will try to keep you posted on further developments of Gamescom 2023. But if there's anything in particular you'd like me to check out while I'm at Gamescom, do let me know, and I will see what I can do. Meanwhile, also sign off in the comments with your thoughts on the reveals of opening night. Did what you see about Season 2 of Diablo 4, was that enough to get you to come back to the game if you have left it? Thanks for watching. Special thanks to my Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube supporters for making these videos possible. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, check out these other videos, and subscribe to join Rhykkers Raiders for more gaming content.